WIFTVPM.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji V9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
WIFTVPM. WIFTVPM. WIFTVPM.
AM 1570, WBGX Harvey, Chicago.
What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people, for the black people, for the black people, for the black people. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. For the black people, 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 for the black people. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. For the black people. 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 For the black people, 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 for the black people.
WIFTVPM.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Introducing your trusted source in the high-quality Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the divine nine. And that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Events, now there is an app that does just that. Support social causes and learn about esteemed Black Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience. Every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Curated catalog. Download the Blackmoji app representing the divine nine.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
What's in it for the black people? Cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to lies, can't doze no more. I told y'all this, that dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies of the politicians. We need money, no symbolism. It's Maze and Sonia and Ruthie and Todd explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' start. They ain't tryna help us, they ain't tryna do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect your oppressor to solve them.
What's in it for the black people? All the lies we didn't heard before. Time to pay attention, you gotta do more than listen. Need some action with it on the count of 3. Let's go.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Todd Stroger. Todd, how you feeling this morning?
Hey, I'm feeling all right. XU rocks the house.
Hey, y'all. It is Spirit Week. I'm feeling good. You know what? I am feeling this Spirit Week. Shout out to Book of Dawn for coming up with the idea. I just want to congratulate us all on winning yesterday's competition.
Of course.
We won the suits and we won what was business attire yesterday?
Yes.
Yesterday, it's Spirit Week in case you don't know. Why, if you tune in and if you're watching live, you can see Todd has Xavier U. I'm representing for Chicago, Malcolm X College, right? Yes. Ruthie Moore. Shout out to Ruthie Moore, representing for the BSUs. The Black Student Union. You know what? I remember when I was in college and I was welcomed. My big buddy was Yusef Dale. Now, do you know Yusef Dale?
I don't think so.
Yusef Dale, I think, is the son of Bob Dale.
Oh.
But he was the one who was blind but went to the White House. You know, was working with Obama. Oh. Man, but he was my big buddy, and I remember I got my first letter welcoming me to U of I from Ebony Amoja, which was our Black Student Union. And so it's good to know that tradition still goes on. That's pretty cool. So Ruthie is representing for DePaul. And Sonia, who you back there representing for?
Northeastern, baby.
Northeastern. Look, y'all. So it is Spirit Week. Once again, I think we won. We're going to win the competition again.
Facts.
Just because, first of all, here's the thing. I think we get an advantage. We should get bonus points because we have to do this early in the morning.
Thank you.
Very early in the morning. Yesterday, I know the ladies, Sonia and Ruthie both had on. They was looking all official. I was looking like, dang. When you wore your suit yesterday, I felt like the kids be like, "Good morning, Mrs. Ruthie."
That's really. I was thinking interview time.
I was thinking job time, like boss. I was thinking like, So check it out. Spirit Week. So I was saying we should just win automatically because first of all 4 of us participated. Yeah.
And it's hard to have spirit at 3:30 in the morning.
Exactly. We got a spirit, all right. I'm gonna tell you.
It's early.
You need coffee, Ruthie.
I had some. It don't work no more.
You gotta get the shot.
That's how people be them gateway drugs. Next thing you know, you shooting caffeine into your veins.
That's right.
I need me a drip.
What are you talking about?
But just think about how many people depend on you every morning.
Well, I was realizing y'all better send me some money or a car to bring me here.
Hey, y'all, you know what? We can get you. You on car service?
Yes.
I bet you do.
In the wintertime.
In the wintertime. You know what? I get up early. Y'all let me get up early and I gotta get a truck,
pick everybody up.
I gotta get an SUV. I gotta write all my stuff. We gonna figure it out. Did y'all see, first of all, sweet potato okay. Let's just be clear.
Why y'all up so early? What are y'all doing up and lively on this early in the morning?
They're tuning in.
Look. You already had 100 people tuning in just
they spend
because
all
they
day
want to
with
hear. They do. We have all day listeners.
My best friends are watching.
People, I'm gonna tell you, they wake up and they be like, they want to hear what you have to say. You'd be surprised at what the reach is and the duplicator. Again, you think about this 91 multiplies out to 600,000 every month. Like literally, you are Chicago famous. Like, you walk around these streets, you gonna find it's just we inside right now. But what's happening now is because everybody's in the house, they're forced.
The only place I've gotten some like facial recognition was Solo Beauty. Shout out to Solo Beauty.
But let me ask the question: where you go?
Solo Beauty.
But where else do you go?
That's true.
Right, I'm just saying.
You're
like,
right.
I'm just saying. I be thinking you be like, Maze, I got meetings today. I be like, where you gotta go? You be like, to Zoom.
Zoom, but you gotta have your background. You gotta have your background right.
Man, you know I've been rocking my background.
It's too black up in here. They gonna be like, "Where you at?"
Right. It's funny every time. That's why I feel like representing every time we go. I feel like we gotta fix some things. All right, check this out. Anyway, I feel like we every morning, every time I do TV right now, I'm doing it with Black Panther and Black Spider-Man behind me, and people be like, "Where you at?"
City's so real background. It was.
Oh yeah, it's funny, and it's gonna be
best
it's gonna be funny because on tomorrow night. Today is Tuesday. Thursday night.
6 p.m. Central.
6 p.m. Central Time, you can check out City So Real. It is going to be all 5 episodes commercial free. Then the following day, you can check it out on Hulu. Check out Ruthie. I might play your clip today.
What I say, Maze?
Man, you said we gonna start it like this. How we gonna kick this off? You gonna start? It was funny. It was interesting because we started off.
That's all a blur to me. It's been so long. I feel like.
And I'm gonna tell you, it's so much has happened in so much time. Just the fact of seeing the crates that we were broadcasting on, it was it just shows how far we came from.
And it's crazy watching other people document my city.
Ooh.
And it takes me back every moment, every frame that I was watching at the premiere. It emotionally took me back there.
Oh,
they did such a good job.
Shout out to Steve James and Zach Piper for capturing what some are terming a love letter to Chicago. It was
because you know how they do Chicago.
You know how what they do.
Usually do it.
But you want to talk about Tell Two Cities?
Wow.
You can see it. And shout out to Herb Howard. He made his debut. He was in the first. Shout out to Deborah Farmer. She was also in the joint with us. Sonia Escobar. Man, we went all the way back to 16 shots.
My God.
16. Hey, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
What you're talking about in the capitalistic form of government. The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
Maze Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like May said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we're about 60 years old. I be done had a heart attack.
You gotta get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't. You don't like that, yeah. I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this family.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right. Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
About National Join a Positive Black Organization Day, because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
You can expect the unexpected.
We're getting pushed up to 200. Let's get these numbers up, people. Come on. We're trying to compete with Mays Jackson numbers, right?
We don't forget.
We're lacking right now.
If you share it,
share the video so we can get our numbers. For God's sake, we're nowhere near Mays Jackson numbers. If we can get you guys to share, we can at least push 200 in the next 3 minutes. All right? By 3:45, I want us to be at 200.
Oh, yeah. This is the black portion of what's in it for the Black People Radio.
That we can do the
this
time.
Is the black portion, the blackest portion of the show.
It's what's in it for the Black People Media.
Chicago Famous, 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
Biggest threat to Illinois citizens from Washington is health care costs and policies. Senior citizens have their Social Security reduced from Medicaid. And some of our senior citizens live off $3 a week for food allowance. Working families are facing bankruptcy over policy and limit and cost. Drug prices require decisions between food and Medicaid. I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Vote for me and send me to Washington. God bless.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
AM 1570, WBGX Harvey, Chicago.
Hey y'all, this is Salim Muwakil from Muwakil's World. In case you missed the last discussion, this is what you missed.
There was a time when there was a large-scale mythology that African people had no endurance. We were only good for sprinting.
Right.
And that was our forte. Other than that, we were useless in marathon races. Establishing your patrimony on the land. If you bury the dead, that means that this land is forever in your family.
Who are our ancestors, really? We are the living ancestors to a whole genealogical line going back hundreds of thousands, millions of years that we carry within us living today. Everyone who preceded us. Mm-hmm. However, that conception took place, whether it was violently, with rape, or whatever the case, but we are them living today.
That's why it's important to understand our capacity, man. Our capacity is unlimited. We have unlimited potential.
Absolutely.
So make sure you tune in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 1 p.m. on What's in It for the Black People Media.
WIFTBPN.
I think that the black community is starting to realize the mayor may not necessarily be an ally just because she is black.
Live from What's in It for the Black Media Studio.
Our representatives don't necessarily get a pass just because they're black. We've got a challenge in the black part of Chicago of holding black politicians accountable.
You're listening to The Mays Jackson Show.
This is Chicago, so I understand the Chicago way. I ask every day what's in it for the black people.
With Mays Jackson.
Come on, y'all.
You are listening to the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace
If
Jackson.
I can't hear what you're saying.
You know what? You can listen. You can peek. You don't mind. We don't mind you turning on all, but you got to turn it on for everybody. All right, y'all. This is the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. Got my co-host, Todd, Stroger, Ruthie, Morris, Sonia, Escobar. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet so we can get up and away. Y'all, it is Spirit Week. Malcolm X, XU, and DePaul, NEIU representing. I think if we got 5 points. Did you bring a pumper? We won just for the pumper. See, you should have saved that. You know what you. Oh, and you literally brought a blue demon.
Flat dibs.
Oh, dang. I might have to go get I think I got a Malcolm X picture around here somewhere. I might go get that.
All that tuition.
Listen,
hey, y'all.
Every month I'm paying for this, so I'm finna rap.
I'm making this undergrad.
And let me just make my pitch, because I do every month. I'm paying these student loans. That I am currently the president of the DePaul Black Alumni Chapter. So if any fellow Blue Demons out there want to come back and join the ranks of the networking, holla at me.
You know what you should get?
Quentin Richardson.
You should get Quentin Bobby Simmons. Do you know Bobby?
I don't know him, but you DePaul famous.
But you should get Bob. You should go get them. I bet you. You know what, Ruthie? I think you should talk to the bigs. Because they know all of those guys.
Ooh, I love the bigs.
And man, call the bigs. You should be on the bigs one day. That would be fun. I think we'll have them just do basketball. Okay, basketball and softball or whatever. But here's what I am going to say. I think you should talk to the bigs because they are very plugged into the Chicago network. And Bobby Simmons is the president of the Realtors. Oh wow. The black. What's the black one?
Oh, Realist. No, that's not it.
Realtists.
Yeah.
They're Chicago Realtors, so you should check out, and you should get them in. And you should talk to my big brother DK, because you could probably get Rod Strickland. Actually, I think Rod got his degree from Northeastern.
Oh, double whammy.
I think he finished. I think he finished at DePaul. I mean, he went to the league from DePaul, and he finished at Northeastern. Shout out to Dr. Conrad Worrell for helping a lot of our athletes get over the hump.
Is there a fee for that, Ruthie?
What you mean a fee?
Alumni Association.
Oh my goodness, no.
Oh.
No.
Do y'all get to use the facilities for free?
Oh my goodness, yes. Well, it's COVID going on, but you get a lot of nice benefits.
Can I join?
I was about to say, I got a 32-week certificate.
I can pull some strings for y'all.
I think you need to plug. We got to plug you up though with some of the, because I think that would be like, you put the chair. Once you do that, then that's when you get all the white people to start investing.
Hey, then I'm gonna join the white alumni board.
Oh yeah, that's what you. But you should.
Look,
you know
Tammy
what?
said
Can I
got a plan?
Ruthie, but you should.
I got a plan.
What they should do is, they should write it in the Constitution that the chairman of that automatically gets on the board.
Ooh, look at you, Maze, making some policy.
So that's what I would do. What I would do is say that I would write to the president and say, in this era of George Floydness.
Oh yeah,
right. I would bang they heartstrings up, and we would leverage that into an automatic board position. And then you create leverage, and then you create policy. You know what I'm saying? You know what? We did that at the University of Illinois. After we shut down the president's house, we were able to leverage that into the first black seat on the board. Like the student seat. We didn't realize that there was a student seat. And once we realized there was a student seat, and that's when all the hip-hop concerts came to U of I, boy. It was on and popping. We got a hold of that budget. We was like, straight up. Oh, this is what y'all been up here doing, huh? Right? That's when we brought it was...
Bravo.
Ruthie. Shout out to Ruthie.
Alumni matters.
Alumni matters, man. All right, handmaids, get ready.
Uh-oh.
Amy Coney Barrett is officially... Ain't now. Y'all better get ready.
And you know how you stock up on tissue?
Ooh. Bears lose. I fell asleep. I'm glad that I did. I woke up to watch the last 4 minutes, and I should have went back to sleep.
Yeah.
7-year-old who was in the car that was stolen was recovered.
Oh, really good.
Thank goodness. Check this out yesterday. Shout out to the Bigs as well as Toussaint for encouraging me to go ahead with the using the air fryer. I made air fried chicken wings yesterday.
Ooh.
I have been fearful to do it. It turned out pretty well. Scrumptious. Even had a little crunch to it. Shout out. We're gonna talk about this a little bit later. But did you see Fred Waller and Anthony Riccio, both the two top level cops under Eddie Johnson, left and joined Monterey Security?
Oh.
we're going to talk about that a little bit later because that is exactly why the baby was not in the car, but the baby was recovered later after they stole the car and the baby was
allegedly that's a lie. The mother's story keeps changing, right?
Oh, damn. You know what? I ain't going to even say nothing. I'm going to just keep on moving. We're going to talk about this Monterey security landing, Fred Waller. See, that's that pipeline. That's the pipeline that Monterey has created that we don't have. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Herb Howard for the, as Tennille described it, sweet potato pie. I think it was more pumpkin colored suit that he wore for business. I was like, you wasn't getting no damn job with that joke. I was like, and don't show up to my press conference. But shout out to them for their spirit as well. Man, I'm enjoying the Spirit Week because we're going to win. Mm-hmm. Shout out to, did you see the city's tickets are down 52%, booting down 42% because nobody's going nowhere.
Right.
But that means that they're going to be looking for creative revenue generators. You hear me? That means that they're going to be looking for creative revenue generation.
And the mayor said that.
What are you trying to say, Ruthie? Be careful.
I was gonna say, yeah. Why you have to shake your paper like that?
Because they're looking for creative revenue solution.
Holla at me. I got a whole bunch of ideas.
Well, you know what? You need to holler at your
Chicago.
girl. All right, you need to call Lori up because that's your girl. Every time we be like, get you be like, but wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
You listen now. You know that
this is exactly what you did in the movie. This is exactly what you did in the movie.
It's a tough job. She came in at a disadvantage.
You and Tennille.
She ran for it.
You and Tennille. I must just say that Tennille and Ruthie both undermined me in the movie as I was. They was like, that's not me. Don't whatever you say, that ain't me. All right, y'all. This is the Mace Jackson Show. When we come back, we're going to continue this. I got a couple more shouts I want to do, but we'll do them when we come back. It's the Mace Jackson Show.
The Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
We fun guy. What's tomorrow? Fun guy, what's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, yo, what do you know?
You know what I'm saying? So I'll be telling you.
What's going on, Chicago? What's in it for the Black People Media presents?
I want to go higher. Oh, my God.
Call your sons, call your daughters, call your friends, call your neighbors.
The Big Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin. We got what you need right here on What's in it for the Black People Media.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. People in Illinois have been crying out for justice, equality, and fairness from their government for years. And it keeps getting worse. Unfair taxes, laws that unjustly imprison nonviolent offenders. The rich get richer, and the everyday people suffer. It's time for a change, and with your help, I'm here to do it. I'm asking for your support as I run for U.S. Senator in 2020.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show.
You are tuned in to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Todd, Stroger, Miss Ruthie Moore. Real quick before we get to the social media question of the week, Thursday, don't forget, City So Real. tomorrow I'll be on Windy City Live talking about it. I'll be in the host chat. Looking forward to being back with my good friends Ryan and Val. Love the Windy City. I love Windy City Live. It's they make me laugh. I remember there was that. Anyway, good show. Look out for us. Lightfoot. Did you hear the Lightfoot call to check the speaker?
No, missed that.
Lightfoot called to check the speaker because she didn't like the mail that he sent out talking about a Democrat. Madigan will say anything to win, right? In a mail campaign, it's mail specific. It's community specific.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a Democrat running against a Republican incumbent, and he is using the Republican incumbent's vote to help Chicago to elect the Democrat by saying, he voted to rain dollars down on Chicago's, and then the mail got, you know how they be doing the mailers, and they got the make it rain, and it's a make it rain mail, and it's real offensive. And the mayor was like, she didn't appreciate that, so she called the speaker to tell him to check his mail.
You better check him, Mayor.
You know how far that's gonna go? She getting ready to get. She has not learned. Like, I'm just saying, this. So first of all, she should just chill because none of this federal stuff has worked out for her yet.
Not yet.
It hasn't worked out for her yet, so she needs to go slow because she still got things to get done. I feel like the mayor is like, there's a bridge, I gotta cross it, but let me burn it first.
Burn it first.
I think the mayor has nothing to lose, and I think the mayor got some lifeboats that we don't know about.
Ken Griffin. We know about Ken Griffin.
That's a yacht thing. Well, she got some yachts
25.
we don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know how far that
Money
goes.
only goes so far.
I say push the gas pedal, Mayor Lightfoot. Psh.
See, I told you. That's why you need to call her.
Fighting in the streets only takes you so far, too. So
what you mean?
She likes to fight in the streets.
Yeah, she likes to fight on TV and don't have
the.
She ain't got the
See,
squad.
I always feel like she was in a defensive position, so she on the rope, so she got.
You don't call her in a mail. If you understand politics, like real talk, you don't call nobody up about no damn mail.
No.
Why not? Say. And it's in the suburbs too.
I'm saying, like, why not?
It's not even in the city.
It's unnecessary. It's like it's an unnecessary jab. That is going. I mean, I can't even imagine. Like, hello, can you imagine the mayor calling the speaker? You the speaker. You call him. You take the phone, and it's the mayor. You thinking we got a casino. We need cannabis. We got the whole world is fucking crumbling.
Maze, can you role play it for us? Like, what did that call sound like?
Hello, you've reached the 13th Ward office. No, hello, you've reached the 13th Ward office. Yeah. Please, this is the secretary. Can you please connect? This is the mayor's secretary. Can you please connect? She'd like to speak to the speaker. Hold, please. Hey, yo, Mike. We got old girl from downtown on the phone line.
Mikey.
Yo, he likes it. Hey, Mike. Put her on. Mike? Lori? Mike? Apparently, I got a piece of mail today, out in Lombard. Excuse me, Lori, are you calling me about Lombard? Aren't you the mayor of the city of Chicago? Mike, I am the mayor of the country. Apparently, Lori, you have not read the headlines. I am the king of Madagascar, of which you may rule the capital, but I rule the state. I'm offended at the mail that you've sent. Lori, you know what? I can't even keep it up. I can't keep it up. I'm going to tell you what, though. What happened was the mayor, Madigan hung up the phone and said, send 6 more pieces. And the next, I'm going to tell you what. And if he get that Supreme Court, watch him be supporting. I just think the mayor just needs to chill.
Yeah, sometimes you get those calls where you're like, you feel like saying, wait, what do you call spam?
No, that's not what you be like. You really feel like, please.
Right.
Depending on who the subject is, right? Now, I'm going to be cool, but I'm just telling you. I have unnecessary, Madam Mayor. Just unnecessary. $100 million tax fight. The $100 million they just added more people are piling in money on the scare tax fight. We're now at 109 million.
Wait, which side?
Both sides.
Okay.
We're already at $100 million. I still haven't seen anybody black get paid. Finally, I just want to send a big shout out to Bryce Hopkins. I don't know if y'all know Bryce Hopkins, and I really don't. Bryce Hopkins is he goes to Fenwick High School. He is just signed with Kentucky. But Bryce Hopkins is the son of Clyde Hopkins, who is like the royalty of basketball in Bolingbrook for like a little while.
Oh.
And so it was like, you know how you think that's like, you know how every school has somebody that they think he's gonna go pro.
Right.
Right? His dad was the guy we thought was gonna go pro. He didn't go pro, but he went to college and he went on to produce a great family, good kids, well-rounded, the whole thing. And it's good to see him. We saw him on a couple games, but to see his son had committed in his freshman year to Louisville. He just switched to Kentucky though. So I just want to send a big shout out to
they
Bryce.
gonna hate him in Louisville.
Woo, but can you imagine them games for 2 years? Because he's gonna be a lottery pick.
Yeah, right. He coming out early. I mean,
right.
Nobody goes 4 years in Kentucky.
No, but exactly the point. So excited for our family. Just shout out to Clyde Hopkins, his family. Shout out to Bryce Hopkins. I just wanted to give him a big shout out.
Even though I will say, I think that the
and you know I can't stand Fenwick. Go St. Rita Mustang.
Friars are all right, but
go Mustang.
I will say that the push to make education less important has been going on for decades, and I think it almost has just taken over the whole basketball game.
I think it's almost over. I think Rod Strickland and we're gonna get the bigs to talk about this, but Rod Strickland has they're with this G League. They're about to shortcut college.
G League?
Yeah, they got a league where instead
what happened
of
to E?
No, it was D. It used to be D.
That's
they
what I'm
changed
saying.
it to G.
So you skip over E?
I let me make sure I got the right letter.
No, you're right. It's G. I have no idea why.
So here's what probably because Gatorade gonna sponsor it for billions of dollars. But what is happening is they're gonna skip college. Like they say, why go to college and pay the NCAA when you really don't want to go to class, and you can make $150,000-$200,000 a year, and then they can just pick you straight from there. And your games are all televised and all of that, and you get the shortcut.
Because everybody's not going to the pros. Eventually, a lot of those people will end up having to find a real job when they're 32 and they can't play basketball anymore, and some young guy's taking their spot. And it would be nice to have some kind of skills.
I agree with that.
It's that LeVar Ball model. I think the NFL.
How'd that work out for LeVar Ball?
As far as the other one, the young one finna kill.
Oh no, I mean no, he has some talent, but how that whole thing, all that stuff he was talking about, how'd that work?
Well, I think it worked out that you see that the NBA is now putting forth a concerted effort to keep that money and keep that pipeline going.
Right, because
they knew the brothers was about to gather together.
No, they started that before they knew that that's why they destroyed the CBA, Continental Basketball Association.
Okay, well, here's what I think.
Thank you, Isaiah Thomas.
What I do think is pretty cool, though, is the fact that we see people being able to, like, we got to churn that system right. Like, you gotta figure it out. Like, I think it's happening. So instead of us knowing that the outcome is going to be at the end of this, they're going to be failed, you got to, somewhere in that space that they're not playing ball, figure out how do you figure that out. And that is the role, to me, of us having the black people. Yes, we got all these people who can recruit people and get them into this league, and it's a short-term money thing. We got to figure out how do we turn this into a system that can then self-generate additional people. Because if you can make $100,000 a year from 19 to 32, right? And I'm not saying that $100,000 is my end-all goal, but I'm saying if you could average that out, there's a lot of people that don't do that. So let's figure that out. But anyway, I don't even know how we got all the way over there.
Uneducated is still uneducated. You can have $100,000, but it might as well be two.
But I mean, I think you're still how many of the people made $10 million a year and are still broke? Yeah. So uneducated. I think
they didn't get education either. Most of them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that if the sport, I think sports is realistically not for most people a path to. Not most people. A lot of people aren't looking at sports as a path to education. So if you take the G League, you ain't really looking for the education. You looking, and that's the decision you've already made. I think one more thing, and I'm going to move on from this whole thing. One of the things that I don't like about the whole G League and all of that, and that I miss about college, the degradation of the college system, is you don't get to follow a player and their story, right? Like, there was kids that I used to like.
YouTube, Maze.
I mean.
no, seriously. People doing it themselves on YouTube.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. And I feel you. I'm not that deep in. So, like, say if I watched, like, I don't even know who to look for on YouTube. Like, what do I go highlight reel? I'm not a big basketball guy like that. What I knew was, like, say I would see a guy in the tournament, in the NCAA tournament, and then he'd go back to college the next year, and then I'd follow him or I'd hear of him. And, you know, and then you find these people, and then you kind of follow their little careers or their paths from the time you knew them in college. So, I mean, just the time has changed. I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying it's changed.
I don't watch those high school basketball games, and I won't to save my life. Forget that. That they just all they're doing is using those kids. Like you talk about college, it's just the networks using those kids and telling them, really just reinforcing what they already think, that actually knowing something about the world isn't important. Just dribble.
Well, I think we're gonna move from sports because that's what the bigs do, right?
That's more than sports, though. It's about
but I think
life.
that's value. That's life value in general, and I think we gotta. And I love high school basketball, just honestly, because my kid plays it. Like, now, once he's gone, I'm done. But I'm going to tell you, every game is suspenseful, right? Because it'd be like, but once it's, I don't see that as a path. What I do see, though, is because of its importance here in Chicago, that we got to turn that and churn that into a pipeline. Like, there needs to be Chicago agents.
Our own pipeline.
Right.
Because it's a pipeline.
Right. Chicago agents. Chicago, like, man, just listening to that Antoine Walker story with the bigs the other day, that was super deep. And I was just thinking, like, imagine a $100 million entity annually, right? Walking through the city, and we haven't built multiple enterprises from it, and we got to figure that all out.
Like I said, Dwayne Wade called the insurance agent here. That's why I like Dwayne Wade. As soon as he got here, he was like, I've heard some good things about you. He called a black guy, and I want you to be my insurance agent.
I'm with that. It's the Mace Jackson. Who?
He from Robbins, right?
He's from Robbins, yes.
So
he from Robbins.
That means he left then?
Well, you know, he got drafted. Shoot. I'm not going to tell nobody.
Hey, man. The Bulls wanted to draft him. He got drafted the pick before they had. And that's when we got Kirk Heinrich. It was okay, but he wasn't Dwayne Wade.
But Kirk Heinrich, he put in some work. He put in some good work. Him, Lou Dang, they put in some work, man. Didn't we almost have it all?
Yes.
All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Boys, step aside. The Radio Rookie is in the building. The Book of Dawn, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on What's In It for the Black People Media.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson, and I'm running for U.S. Senate for the state of Illinois. I will never give up on inclusion and equality, prison reform, reduced property taxes, and economic opportunity for all. I want to get to know your neighborhood and the problem that you face every day. And I want to serve every man, woman, and child in the state of Illinois. A vote for me is a vote for you.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
What's up, good people? This is Herb Howard, one half of I Said What I Said. Make sure you tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. right here on What's In It for the Black People Media. It is intellectual thuggery at its finest. The Blackest Conversation, Herb Howard, Tucson Warner, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on What's In It for the Black People Media, 1 to 3 p.m.
Back to the Mace Jackson Show. AM 1570, WBGX Harvey, Chicago.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Todd Stroger, Miss Ruthie Moore. Hey, y'all. Sonia Escobar. It is the social media question of the day. What price will black people pay to balance the city of Chicago's budget? The mayor came out yesterday and basically said, it's on and popping, y'all. She really did. She said that we are facing unprecedented loss. And I'm not going to even debate. We are. I mean, and some of the money that is gone, not some of the money. I mean, when you see the loss of like 50, 65% of tax revenue and base, you know she's in front of a gun. I'm not even going, I'm not going to pretend this is
normal.
I'm going to say that the mayor has a tough job ahead of her, which is part of the reason I give her, like right now, a hard time, because I think that she does not do herself any favors in making allies. Because I think this is a time where if she could just get in control of her mouth, really. I mean, it's almost like every time she says something, it's like a backhanded slap at somebody.
I don't know, Biz. I think it's the opposite. I think the mayor has to be tough right now because she is up on the ropes. So any sign of weakness will be exploited.
I think everybody said that about every mayor.
What
Ruthie just said about being tough.
I feel like I would have loved to collaborate on fixing Chicago, because I feel like we're in that time. Like I feel like this. I really do feel like we could reshape Chicago, but I don't trust none of the people that she got in the clique, in her clique. And I still, every time I ask y'all who does she have, nobody can tell me anybody that they really know. Right? Then she, you know what I'm saying? And then I saw
those two finance people on TV the other day.
Did you know?
No.
Okay. That's my point. But I was thinking when I saw the story about the boots down 52, city tickets down 52% and boots down 42%. And I said to myself, and then I saw the story of the speed cameras that the mayor is proposing at $6, 6 miles over, you're getting a ticket.
So what is it now?
10.
Oh.
Right? So 6 miles over.
And I get them mostly in the south side.
But they found out that most of the tickets were on the south side. So my question in the basis of the social media question of the day is, what price will black people pay to balance the city budget? And I was reading the story and my man, let's open up the phone lines. That's a good idea. Because what do you think they're going to do? I was reading and we were seeing how as soon as yesterday budget talks opened up, right? This used to really be my favorite time of the year, Todd, for city council.
Yes, I would go eat.
Because 2 weeks during this time of the year, during city council, during budget, it was 2 weeks. Alderman Austin would chair them, right? And before that, I think it was Alderman Beavers.
Yeah.
But the tradition was every alderman brought the best restaurants, the best to display from their best restaurant that they wanted to bring and showcase the food in their area, right? And so you could go down there, and as soon as everybody ate, you could go get plates and eat, and it was off the chain. But then you would sit and you could watch them grill every city department over their budget and what they needed to cut and how they were going to make it happen. Now this year is unique because of the loss of revenue. So you got labor, who they're saying they want to cut 500 jobs from. Labor is like, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Okay? And labor, in my estimation right now, is the second most powerful force and probably the number one most powerful force when they get collective in the city. Because they got the most money, the most manpower, and they have built political machines separate from the apparatus. Like they're in alignment with Madigan, but the moment that Madigan goes away, I'm gonna tell you, the 800-pound gorilla in the world will be labor, because they will have the money, they will have the information, and they are training troops every day, like every day. You know, they built a whole Local 150 built a whole political operation where literally they bring in people, they train them, and then they deploy them to help win races. Mm-hmm. They then have built in their own mail program, their own mail strategist, their own like apparatus. Their political director is a beast. Shout out to my man Jeremy. And I look around and I say, damn, Joe, they loading up for the next generation.
Are all those jobs safe?
The less safe they are, the better it is for them. Mm-hmm. Because it makes them more powerful. Because at that point, that's when they got the labor due, they got the relief fund, they got all of those different programs to funnel their people. Let's do this. Let's take a phone. Let's open up the phones. 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. What price will black people pay to balance the budget? So we already know that they're going to turn up the speed cameras. And we know that from historical perspective, when they've mapped it out, those cameras tend to be south and west side. You know they're going to write more bicycle tickets.
I do have to look up what type of speed cameras are these. Are these the ones that are, this is a park zone, so you cannot go more than, or is this I'm driving down the highway, I'm on the expressway?
Not on the expressway.
Okay, good.
No, these are the street cameras. Like, you know when you're driving down Western? Like, if you go down Western from 55th to 67th, there are at least 3 zones. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's like, one don't get you, the next one gonna get you.
On Stony, on Cottage.
Right? Mm. And so I was thinking, how will they balance the budget? Because the other thing, the property taxes, the white aldermen are pushing back. Mm-hmm. Because again, because what the city also admitted that it's not just a $94 million property tax increase, because that other part they're going to give to CPS, so it's going to really balloon to 124. Mm-hmm. So that means it's going to be $30 million more than they told us. Right? Now, if you live in Beverly, do you want to see that? No, because why? Remember, only 13% of CPS is white. Oof. Right? So if only 13% is white, then all the rest of them white folks is putting their kids, why they want to pay a property tax increase? Mm-hmm. Right?
Right.
Do y'all think that the conversation should be centered around like the property tax formula, pension reform, things like that?
I think pension reform should be a part of it, but you can't say that. That's like a bad word.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was trying to ask. Like why is that?
Because labor is the most powerful force in the city. They got the most money.
What's the worst that can happen if labor?
They can get everybody who ran against it unelected.
Got it.
They got the big gun.
Pension reform would happen at the state, and that's not happening.
Ever?
Not as long as the world.
Well, as long as they have the court ruling, and it already passed. They already passed a ruling saying that you can't mess with people who are already in the fund. Then things won't change.
That's the Constitution, right?
Because we have a 2-tiered system. So older people like me are in what they call tier 1, and then the younger people, I don't remember when that started, are in tier 2, and it's a totally different system.
Of course.
But the fact of the matter is, we are not going to see the. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back.
AM 1570 WBGX Harvey, Chicago.
WIFTBPN.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson, and I'm running for U.S. Senate for the state of Illinois.